Hi everyone! So I thought I'd start a new little series where I talk through and walk through and go through my old covers and break down parts and fills and grooves and just talk about how I made the decision to play what I played. This is the first one. I'm doing it live on Twitch. So if you want to watch the next one live and, ask me questions in real time that I can answer, or just watch me waffle, then follow me on Twitch. And if you don't want to see that and you want to see a little condensed version, then you can watch it right here on YouTube. I thought I'd start with Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. At the time of filming this, it is my 4th most viewed cover, which is pretty crazy. And because I feel like that's a good one to start with. A good start, right guys? Good start. Oh, I should probably just say, as this is the first one, I'll probably be really bad at this. I'm also bad at teaching, so just bear with me. I'll try my best. I'm not going to break it down as simple as this is how you play the song. I'm literally just going to briefly gloss over the parts I'm playing. But actually for this cover, for a lot of it, I'm just playing the same thing. Let's watch it. Can you believe it's been over a year and a half since I posted this? Look how much thinner I am. What I hate about this video is my facial expressions. Like this bit. Duh. I hate it. What was I thinking? I mean, I would still probably do it now if I was to redo it, but... I'm the bad guy, duh. I don't know if she has watched it, but when she did her live stream concert thing, she had this, it was like different rooms you could go to. One of them would have like fan art and one of them had covers, and I was one of the covers. So I don't know if she's seen it. I mean, the start of the cover, pretty self-explanatory. Just playing the bass drum, hitting the bass drum, going boom boom with my foot. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. Okay, good start. I'm so good at teaching. I'm doing the boom, boom with my foot. So here, still just doing 4 on the floor. And on the hats, I'm literally just playing the melodic line with my hands. The rhythm that Billie is singing, speaking, making sounds, making words with her mouth, I'm hitting the hats. Like that. That makes sense. I'm so good at this. At the end of a phrase, I had a little roll on the hats. Just to add a bit of fancy, excitement. And by a roll, I mean, you hit it, but you just let it bounce. You just let it do its thing. So when you put 2 together, it's like this. Except it sounds better because it's not on a practice pad. Anyway, right, let's move on. Do you know what is exciting about doing this? Everyone that's ever asked me for a drum lesson is going to realise that they're glad I didn't say yes, because they'll be like, wow, she's bad at talking and explaining things. Glad I didn't pay for this. What would be a way of practising the flips I do? I'll make a video dedicated to how I throw my sticks. We're about to enter the second half of the verse, and I've just turned to offbeats. 1 and 2 and 1 and the 1 is my foot. You can't see it. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. The right hand's on the hi-hat. This hand's on the snare. Boom ta boom ta. That's not what drums sound like. Boom cha. Basically, all I'm doing in this bit. An offbeat groove with a little fill at the end of the phrase like I was doing before, but instead of doing a roll, I'm just going so I'm basically doing the roll hand movements without letting it buzz. All the comments are just going to be like, Minnie, I don't understand what you're talking about, can you do that again? We've made it 37 seconds, guys. This is good progress. Okay, here, similar groove to what was just happening in the second half of the verse. This little offbeat groove. But I'm adding the hats in it. That's that done. Next. Minnie teaching drums, but it's actually just Minnie making herself laugh for the entire time and not teaching anything. You're going to come out of this, watching this video, knowing even less about drums than you did when you joined. Would you like me to break that down? I could do that. I'm going to play you that groove slower. Oh yeah, now we're talking. To the drums. I nailed that. Still got it. Still got it. So I'm just doing that for this whole bit. Again, oh, no, I'm not doing the same thing here. So here, I'll go and play it for you right now. Am I doing a good job? I feel like I'm not. In the video and on this live, the snare sounds amazing. Are you planning to make a snare drum? Well, the kit in this video, that's my old drum kit and my old cymbals. So the setup, this setup, is completely different to what's on this video. We're in the second verse. Same idea as the first verse, where I'm playing the rhythm of Billie Eilish speaking on the hats, but I'm just hitting the toms and the snare instead. See? And with that, or with the floor tom, I'm trying to maintain that 4 on the floor that the bass drum is doing too, just to make it sound a bit bigger. And this second half of the second verse, again, is just the same as the first one. And then this chorus, same groove that I literally just broke down. Offbeat groove that every now and then has little decoration on the hats and little ghosts on the snare. And still doing full on the drums. That's kind of like the main thing of Bad Guy, isn't it? Just a boof, 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 boof. Right, now we've reached the hard bit. And I'll be honest, I'm still not 100% sure what I'm doing here. I was trying to practice it earlier. 2022 mini brain can not quite get in the mindset of 2019 mini brain. Also, what's quite annoying is that I didn't start saving my Logic projects until 2022, so I don't have the drum only version of this cover to be able to be like, listen, this is what I'm doing. But you know, when we do some newer covers that I've done in the last year or two, I should in theory be able to go into the project and, you know, play things on their own so you can literally hear what I'm doing rather than the song. If you're a beginner, you're probably watching that thinking, oh my gosh. I'm also thinking that this little floor tom bass groove, that's what we'll call it, is in 2 parts. There's this first part. I'm trying to make a more fancy bass drum groove without compromising the 4 on the floor. I nailed that! I nailed it! What you need to make sure when you're playing that is that you're not flamming the bass drum with the snare or the tom or anything. You probably heard when I was playing it then, I was flamming. Don't do that. I'm kind of playing a paradiddle in that groove, if that makes things easier. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. I'm so good at explaining things, I can't believe it. After that then, I kind of switch up the groove for like 2 bars or something. I suddenly just play 1 note on the bass drum. And what that is going to be is the same idea that we just did, but you're taking away 1 note off your right hand. Then it moves to this groove, which looks cool and complicated, and it isn't. And I'm going to show you why it isn't. That groove I seem to put in a lot of places. I don't know why. I think it's just because it looks harder than it is, and I like things like that. And again, that groove is right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. So I feel like this bit in the breakdown is pretty self-explanatory, like I'm just playing a groove. Every now and then just doing little triplets, like, you know, in the little gaps. There you can hear in the actual Billie Eilish song that it does it. And that's it. And it's got my old end screen. Look at that beauty. I've tried my best to talk through the hard parts. There's quite a few covers where I don't necessarily have a set idea of what I want to do going into it. I just have like a rough idea of the sort of thing I want to do, and then I just wing it. That was one of them. That's why I thought this would be a good cover for this first video, because I feel like there's no point talking through the covers where I've played like the original part, because it's the original part. So I think I added something to it, and I hope that me talking through it helped and you learnt something. And as I said, if you have any advice on how to make this better or what I could do differently, please let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Just kidding, I'm not actually going. I was just thinking about the YouTube video.